Hi, I'm Kathleen Hudson, the director of the Texas Heritage Music Foundation, located at the campus of Schreiner University in Kerrville, Texas. We are so excited about this holiday season. Let's begin with a little bit of talk about Kerrville. I'm going to talk about some of my adventures. First, Azul. Go under the Schreiner department store, under the street, surrounded by ancient rock, stories of Kerrville, layers of history, and that's a venue for music. When I was there, there was a duo from Austin playing, and the music was spectacular. I just loved the songs I got to hear. The place was packed and rocking. Now, I went on a little tour of the Kerrville music scene, and as I left Azul, I went over to the Watering Hole, and that's been here a long time. Kim does a great job providing a place for people to gather and listen to bands. Someone Like You plays there a lot, a local band called Stax featuring Jacob Ames. In fact, I heard Stax there last week, and Wes Creech, Zach, Lucas, and Jake. And it was just one of the best little tight bands I've heard in a long time. So the Watering Hole provides a place to really gather lots and lots of wood. So I went from the rock at Azul to the wood at the Watering Hole. Yeah, I'm showing a friend around town. He's a writer, and he was looking for places and people to write about. Our next stop on our tour was the Inn of the Hills. And one of my favorite bands playing there, Meyer Anderson, they were rocking, and I stayed until the last song. I turned to my friends and I said, you know, in Texas, you get to the end of the night and even the country bands want to play rock and roll. And lo and behold, the very last song was ZZ Top. And so we got up and danced a little bit to Cheap Sunglasses. You can do this with any town in the hill country, by the way. There's a music venue. You go up to Fredericksburg and you've got the Ostlander, and you've got Lukenbach and Crossroads and Hondo's. You can head out to Marble Falls on a Tuesday night and hear Mike Blakely. There's just a treasure of music in the Texas Hill Country. So those are a few of my adventures. Over Christmas, I'll be driving to San Antonio. I'll be driving up 35 to Denton to see my son, back to Fort Worth to see my parents. Fort Worth, I love you. I mean, there are some music stories up there. So with that, let's go down the calendar just a little bit. Thursday, December the 27th. Yes, by the way, Christmas Day at Lukenbach Soul Patch is playing. Thursday the 27th at the Ostlander, Casey Hubble, a wonderful writer, graduate of Ingram High School, graduate of University of Texas, quite the music entrepreneur as well as a songwriter. Casey Hubble will be playing at 7 o'clock. Or you can head out to Silver Creek at 6 o'clock for some hot guitar playing from Levi Darr. And you can back up to 5 o'clock at Lukenbach. So there you are in Fredericksburg doing all that. 5 o'clock at Lukenbach, the Pickers Circle, hosted by Shani. On December the 28th, one of my favorite groups is playing the Inn of the Hills, Barbed Wire. Now that would be a young man, sometimes called Little Johnny Way, because his dad, Johnny Way, is a local fiddle player, but he actually is John Christopher Way, and he plays some tight country dance music. I'm always thrilled to showcase Johnny Way at our tribute to Jimmy Rogers every September. And he is a recipient of the Wayne Kinnemer Scholarship Fund for the Texas Heritage Music Foundation. On the 29th at the Inn of the Hills in Kerrville, the Wolf Sisters will be playing. Walt Wilkins will be at the Ostlander, and I will probably be there. Bill Worrell, the artist, one of his buddies, is having a sort of a celebration, and it's Walt's birthday. And then at Silver Creek at noon, Jake Martin, a young songwriter, very serious, very intentional, and wonderful for a noon show at Silver Creek. Sunday the 30th, Bill Lewis will be playing at 5 o'clock at Lukenbach, and Josh Murley will be at the Watering Hole back in Kerrville. So you can check out Hill Country Happenings magazine. You can check out the hillcountrycalendar.com, and you can get these schedules. But I'm here to give you some of the stories. For instance, New Year's Eve is a free show at the Inn of the Hills with Felix Trouvert. Free show. I think they want you to make reservations. Or you can go to Silver Creek and hear some serious blues with Ben Beckendorf. Or you can go rock at the Cocky Rooster in Comfort with Someone Like You. And then if you really want some country dancing, go to Lukenbach with Dale Watson. So the calendar tells you who's playing. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about what I know about the venues, and I'll be returning January the 8th with some new stories on the road.